To Waka smiles upon you this day, Wayfarer, for you are not caught in the calamity at the main docks. By any chance, do you have experience dealing with the dead? Surely it is fate or the mighty hand of Ruptka that has steered you to our shores then, Wayfarer. The great King Baharajad has need of the aid of those with knowledge such as yours. Please visit the throne of the king at the heart of the sun-drenched Sentinel. Your audience would do him well in this time of great need.
With all respect, Your Majesty, this proves our suspicions were well-founded. You should have heeded my father's warning.
It is not the place of the dishonored to correct the king, Ashaba. You are dismissed.
I meant no disrespect, Your Majesty, only that you know where to find us. I will take my leave.
Welcome to Sentinel, Wayfarer. If you've come about the docks, rest assured I already know. I regret that you visit during such times. But perhaps your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps the gods guided you here to help us fight the Withered Hand. Necromancers, practitioners of the most vile magic, and the bane of the Alakir Desert. It has been many years since we faced such a threat. I hope the rumors about this group, the Withered Hand, were untrue. But today's events prove otherwise. Several years ago, a diabolical necromancer named Satura led an army of undead against me. Satura was defeated, but the rumors suggest his sons have returned for revenge. They are calling themselves the Withered Hand. Undoubtedly. But I suspect the attack at the docks is merely a feint. Though cleaning up that mess should remain our first priority, I suspect the Withered Hand is planning something even worse. That is the challenge I now face. The people of the Alakir Desert, even those in Sentinel, are superstitious. They believe that striking the dead carries a terrible curse. For them, it is an act of dishonor. That is why I need you, Wayfarer. Then your visit is fortuitous indeed. My own son, Prince Azar, has been investigating the rumors about the Withered Hand. He is a bright young man, but he needs help. First, though, I would ask you to inform General Thoda of what has befallen. General Thoda is my chief military advisor. He is also a practical man who places security above superstition. He is resting at home after returning from abroad, but I need his counsel on how to proceed. General Thoda is a trusted advisor and a good friend. He has heard the rumors about the Withered Hand, and he can help us. Tell no one else, though. People remember Satura, and hearing his sons have returned could cause a panic. It's quite a tale, and I cannot do it justice now. But the battle against Satura was the most difficult of my life, both in military and political terms. It was the Ashaba who saved us. They had the thankless task of fighting the undead. The Ashaba. Where do I begin? They walk among us, but only in shadows. People believe they are cursed. They are dishonored warriors, bound by the sacred oath of their forefathers. They must fight the dead when called upon to do so. I have not called on them. I've even disregarded their warnings. You must understand, the common people despise them. To call on them again might cost me the crown. That is why I must rely on you, Wayfarer. Yes, the greatest threat the Alakir faced from the undead was in the First Era, when the Okudan rulers were still establishing a foothold here. That was when the Ansei wards were created. They are our greatest hope, for no matter how great a threat the Withered Hand may pose, they cannot even compare to the necromancers of the First Era. The wards contain the spirits of 3 Ansei heroes who sacrificed themselves to protect us. They uphold the covenant with the Divines. As long as we consecrate the dead in the name of Tuaka, they cannot be raised by even the most powerful necromancy. Thus, the Withered Hand can only raise corpses that have not been consecrated. It is not an ancient Yokudan custom, but a tradition that developed in the desert. Human remains decay slowly here, and our people came to believe their ancestors' corpses were sacred. To harm one would draw the ancestors' curse. Of course. You see, the culture of the Alakir evolved around this ideal. Many of us today realize that exceptions must be made. But in my position, to ask my soldiers to strike down the dead would cause an outcry, and possibly lead to rebellion.
So after 3 months of wasting time in Alkir, and 3 long days at sea, I finally return home. My chair, my wine, my wife, all here. Please tell me you haven't come here to disturb me. No! You realize what this means. Not one moment of relaxation, not one. And damn it, I thought this talk about the Withered Hand was just rumor. Are you sure this is true? The Sentinel docks? The nerve. But it sounds like something those motherless dogs would do. I tell you, Uwafa and Alasan might just be more dangerous than their father. Uwafa and Alasan are the sons of that old bastard Satura. They're calling themselves the Withered Hand as a fear tactic. I knew them when they were boys. They're the same age as Prince Azar. Speaking of whom, we should inform him as well. Exactly. He knows more about this business than I do. That's for sure. If you'll go round up the prince, I'll have to find some way to explain to my wife why I'm leaving again. Then we can all meet at the palace. My guess is that he's with the girls at his seraglio by the north wall. I know what you're thinking, but it's not because the prince is some kind of ladies' man. The girls help him gather information. Perhaps he'll already know what's happened. My hope is that Prince Azar might have a lead on where Uwafa and Alasan have set up their headquarters, or better yet, what they're planning next. Regardless, these are things we should discuss at the palace.
I should have tried to stop them. I'm sorry. So sorry. What have I done? It was a nightmare. These savage men burst into the Seraglio. They struck down the guards and even sweet little Rohiba. And then they took the prince. Please, would you go after them? You have to. No, yet another way in which I failed. I should have followed them out into the street. I'm such a fool. Maybe someone else out there saw them. Maybe they can tell you which way those men took the prince.
Huzzah. Huzzah, is that you? What happened? I feel so dizzy.
Prince, someone help! They took him!
That way. They went that way.
They took the prince down the path. Hurry!
I tried, but they got me with their evil magic. They took the prince. Down there. I think it leads out of the city. Please, go stop them.
Recognize you, but under the circumstances, I'm certainly glad to make your acquaintance. You will be well rewarded for assisting me. I can promise that much. Ah, so you do know who I am, then? Did my father put you up to this? Is he keeping tabs on me? Well, I shouldn't be so accusatory. If he was tracking me, then I guess that turned out to be extremely fortunate. I don't wish to seem ungrateful, but you should know that kidnapping me was just a distraction. The Withered Hand. They've been planning this for years. If only we had heard the rumors sooner. At this point, I don't think we can stop them. From tunneling into the Impervious Vault, this tunnel was just one of their attempts. It's a brilliant plan, really. The gates of the vault have been magically sealed for centuries, but underneath, the vault's apparently not so impervious. Undoubtedly, they're hoping to steal the Anse wards. With the wards, Wafa and Alasan could become unimaginably powerful. It could be bad. Really bad. Even if we can't stop them, we have to try. We should get back to the palace and tell my father. Let's head south. There's a ladder leading up into the city.
North Point was liberated, but did you hear what Baron Dorell did? He arrested his own son. Oh, that man is heartless, I tell you. Heartless.
Go on and tell my father what they're planning. I'm going...
word has reached me of what happened at the Seraglio. I should have seen this coming. Please, tell me you found Prince Azar, and he is safe. I told Toda you'd come through. I had a feeling about you, right from the start. Tell me though, where is Azar? And was this the extent of the Withered Hand's plot? Or do they presently plan some further insult to my family and my kingdom? Blade's Edge. How could they? Would that actually work? If they get into the vault, they could steal the Anse wards. And then... We must hurry. We have to stop them at all costs. I can take guards to the Impervious Vault, but we're going to need help from the Mages Guild. As much as I hate to admit it, only they know how to unseal the vault. Will you go to the guild for me, Wayfarer? When you reach the Mages Guild Tower, speak to Gabrielle. She understands the need for discretion. I will meet you at the Impervious Vault. Tawaka watch over you, Wayfarer. Let us hope we can keep the Anse wards from falling into enemy hands. Of course. If you were not raised here, you would not know. The Anse wards were created centuries ago, the first time necromancers threatened the people of the Alakir. They were created to protect us from the risen dead. Or perhaps the protections are not so evident. The Anse wards maintain our covenant with Tuwaka. If we consecrate our dead, those dead cannot be raised. Thus, the Withered Hand can raise only unconsecrated corpses. Our priests perform the consecration ritual at funerals. But if the corpse is lost, this is not possible. Additionally, Satora was also fond of murdering people and raising them right away. I assume the Withered Hand is doing the same. It would be unthinkable. With the Anse wards, the Withered Hand could raise our most honored ancestors. Legendary warriors who were heroes in life, but would be most terrible enemies in death. That is why they must be stopped.
Help someone in need?
Hey, I know you. We killed that crazy old necromancer together, Angoth. Remember that midnight talisman we used to break into Cathedral? I still can't believe that worked. So I don't suppose you need help with something fun like that. Are you joking? I've been wanting to take a crack at that place ever since I heard the name. Wait a minute. Did Simone put you up to this? Why would the king want to break into the vault? Necromancers? Anse wards? Fascinating. Count me in. So we just need to break the seal? I know. Let's try this. Go to the bazaar and get Flamestock from Lucien and Worm's Headcap from Nineveh. Then meet me at the vault. This could work.
Take your time and browse, my friend. I'm sure you'll find I have what you've always wanted. This is for Gabrielle, isn't it? She's a regular. In a city like Sentinel, we Bretons have to stick together. I have some in stock. You're welcome to them. Don't worry about payment. I know Gabrielle's good for it. I'm sorry, but I'm out of stock. Because I'm out of stocks. Seriously though, some Lion Guard mages came through and bought my last batch. Ninabon, the lizard trainer, might have some.
Welcome to Ninabon's Emporium of strange and wonderful things. Can I interest you in a lizard-catching net? Or perhaps a trained lizard? Flame stalks, tasty treats. They help with indigestion. For a lizard, at least. You're not a lizard. What do you need them for? For some spell with Gabrielle, I bet.
Aha, perfect. Say though, you didn't happen to pick up a few giant's toes while you were at the bazaar, did you? That's fine. Giant's toes could make a bigger gap in the seal, but they're probably hard to find here anyways. These should do the trick, I think. Worm's head on top of the flame stalk, or flame stalk inside the worm's head. Oh, absolutely. It's only one person going in anyways. Without the giant's toes, I could only open the seal so far. Of course. Baharajad thinks that one person should be you. He wants to talk to you first, though. Go on up. Sure. I just need a minute to think about how exactly to word this. Gotta, gotta... Go on. I'll be right up.
If we are too late, the implications are unthinkable for all of Alakir. I've prayed to Tuaka, Stindar, and even Akatosh. Though I do not hold them sacred, I will pray to the Yokudan gods as well, just in case. Your hope is contagious, Wayfarer. I am pleased that your road has led you here. General Thoda is not a man of faith, but even he agrees your coming seems more than a coincidence. If only one of us can enter the vault, I think it should be you. I cannot adequately express my gratitude. You must be careful, though. Azar believes the Withered Hand is far more powerful than we realized. Uwafa and Alisan in particular. If you see either of them, I suggest you exercise extreme caution. I pray that we are not too late to stop the Withered Hand, and with the same breath, I thank the gods for guiding you here. Tuwaka watch over you, Wayfarer. Here comes Gabrielle. Are you ready?
Stand back, Your Majesty. I'm not sure how the vault will react. I hope this works. It worked. Go quickly. I don't know how long it'll stay open.
They've broken into the vault. Stop them, fools!
never used to fight this much, till I met you.
You are not marked with the corruption of undeath, nor those that foster it. You are not aligned with them, are you? You sought to protect the wards? Praise Tuatha. That means there are still living those who oppose the menace of necromancy in the Alakir. Hearken closely then, for my spirit cannot abide here long. We sacrificed ourselves to create the wards, and through them we have protected the consecrated dead. But the wards have fallen into corrupted hands now, and we are powerless to stop them. You must recover the wards. I do not know. My sight is weakened, and my presence is tied to my ward. They have taken it far from here. That is why I am fading. Find the wards. Bring them back. Tuatha be with you. We will meet again.
So it did work?
That took longer than I hoped. It's hard to be patient when I know the fate of my kingdom is at stake. Tell me you have good tidings. Or did they escape with the Anse wards? Damn it all! Thoda said Satura's sons were dangerous. That's certainly true now. With the Anse wards, they can raise an army faster than I can. We have to stop them. We have to send Uafa and Alasan to join their father in oblivion. I've done everything in my power to avoid calling on the Ashaba. We must find the Ashaba.